Hello, Aubrey. Great to have you today. All right, with that out of the way, let's get started seated on the mat. Sitting up tall, send energy up the spine. Let's do three cleansing breaths. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth, big sigh. Inhale again through the nose. Exhale with a sigh. One more time, inhale, fill up. Big exhale. Ujjayi breathing, in and out through the nose. Establish a long, slow breath rhythm. When you find your breath rhythm, let your mind enter that breath rhythm and kind of sit with it, where your mind becomes really invested in the process of breathing. We'll take 5 to 7 more focusing breaths here to start our practice. Part of your practice is noticing when your mind wanders and bringing your attention back to the room, to the breath, as often as you can. One final inhale. And an exhale. All right, yogis, let's transition to tabletop, but before we do a little wrist movement. Circling your wrists in both directions. You can do the wrists separately, or you can interlace them and move them together, or even the backs of your wrists pressing into one another. And make tight little fists and flare your fingers out, waking up your hands. And then similarly, do the same for your feet. Take one foot and give yourself a little ankle circle. You can use your hand to do that, or you can just move the foot on its own, circling in each direction. And then just like you can do with your hands, making a fist and then spreading out your fingers, do that with your feet, where you shorten your foot, bringing your toes toward your heel, and then spread it out, trying to stretch the space between your toes. Do that again. Make a fist with your foot, and then flare it out. Let's try the other leg. And while you're doing this, you're also getting a little hip warm-up stretch. We'll circle the ankle. And the ankle in the other direction. I'm wearing socks because my house is quite cold this morning, refusing to turn on the heat even though it's rainy and cold. And then make a fist with your foot, engaging the arch, and then flare the toes out, engaging the underside of your toes. Do that one more time. Foot fist, and flared foot. Excellent. All right, now let's come to tabletop. Equal weight on 4 limbs, long spine. We'll take cat and cow. Inhale, extend your tail and crown. Exhale, flex, doming your spine. Inhale, extend. Exhale, flex. Find your rhythm, moving in sync with the breath. One more cycle. A full inhale and a full exhale. Return to neutral. A little side body warm up. Turn your left foot out, extend your right leg, sweep your right hand back, opening up to the side. That arm makes a full circle toward the ear and then reverses. Then you bring the knee and the hand back to the floor together. Other side. Move your right foot out, extend the left leg as your left arm circles back. You're opening up through the top side of the body. And then bring the arm down. The hip and shoulder move in tandem. We'll go side to side. Opening up to the right. I like to inhale as I open. Exhale as I close. Other side. One more time each side. Back to neutral, we'll now do a twist. Take your right hand up toward the side, rib cage opening up. Exhale, twist, right arm under left. Inhale, open again. Exhale, twist. Inhale, open. Exhale, twist. Last time, opening. Strong left arm. Thread the needle. Ear and shoulder come to the floor. Left arm extends forward. Breathe. With your mind's eye, observe your breath rhythm. Notice your next inhale and exhale. Use your in-breath to return to tabletop. Equal weight on your forelimbs, and we'll twist to the second side. Left arm lifts, gaze follows. Inhale. Exhale, thread. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. Last time, opening. Thread the needle, ear and shoulder come to the floor. Breath is at the forefront of your attention. One more inhale and exhale, yogis. As you inhale, come back to tabletop, equal weight on your forelimbs. Set up your hands well for downward dog. Tuck your toes and lift your hips up and back. You're pressing firmly into your index knuckle, spiraling your triceps down, biceps up. So again, triceps are wrapping down, biceps are wrapping up. My music keeps cutting out. I'm not sure what that's about. Yeah. From downward dog, enjoy another breath in and walk your feet forward to the top of the mat. At the top of the mat, bend the knees. So you're really letting the spine drape forward over the legs. You're breathing and letting the weight of your spine hang. Now I'll troubleshoot the music one more time and give up if it doesn't respond. You just threaten it in just the right way. It listens, and here we have music. Bend your knees. Slowly unfurl your spine until you're all the way up to standing, and really take your time stacking the vertebrae. All right, let's do Sun Salutation B. We'll move slowly through the first sequence, then we'll increase speed as we repeat. Start with an inhale. Exhale, chair. Crease in the hips. Reach your tailbone back as you reach your crown up. You can add your arms. We're here for a few breaths. And this is a powerful position. We're trying to establish some power in the core, our engine. So you're breathing into the belly. You're pressing energetically down through the feet, but lifting up through the torso. So there's a lot of activity happening here. One more breath in. Exhale, dive forward. Knees can stay bent in your forward fold. Inhale, lift halfway. Lengthen your spine parallel to the horizon. Exhale, release and plant your hands. Step to high plank. Pause for a moment. You're absolutely welcome to lower your knees, especially the first time through. Take an extra breath in, shift more weight over your arms. Exhale, lower chest to the floor. Mini Cobra. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, release. Press back to table or plank. Downward dog. Strong arms. A little bend to your knees. Breathe in and breathe up. We'll do warrior one on each side. Set up your right foot at 45 degrees. Step your left foot forward about halfway to your hands. Inhale your body up, and you can bring your hands to your hips as you come up. So we're in a fairly, not quite as wide as we might normally do in a warrior 2 or a warrior 1. Definitely not as wide as a lunge. And the hips are squared to the front wall. Sweep your arm up. Really press firmly into your back heel. Your next breath in, lift up through the torso. Exhale, squeeze your shoulders together behind you, extending the spine and looking toward the sky. Inhale, reach to the sky. Exhale, hands to earth, plank dog. Breathe in. And breathe out. Warrior one on the second side. Left leg sets up at 45 degrees. Right foot steps forward, almost to the wrist. Hands to the hips as you bring your torso up. If you looked down at your feet, the aerial view, right foot is directly forward, left foot is turned out. Hips are square to the front. The front of your pelvis is drawing up, back of your pelvis is pressing down, tailbone to heel. Option to extend the spine, lift up. Exhale, extend. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, plank dog. Take a breath in. Exhale, walk your feet to your hands. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, lower down. Chair, hips are low, torso comes up. And exhale, Tadasana. So we're doing the setup into warrior one just a little different. We're setting up the back foot first and then stepping the front foot forward, rather than lifting and sweeping the same leg forward. So it's a little different. Here we go again. Inhale, Tadasana. Exhale, Utkatasana chair. Add your arms as you're ready. Exhale, the hips are low. There's energy pressing through the feet and lifting up through the torso. One more breath in. Exhale, dive. Half lift. Vinyasa, step high to low plank. You could jump if you choose. You can take an extra breath in here. Exhale, lower your chest to the floor. Cobra on your inhale. Still warming up extension. And release. Inhale, table. And exhale to downward dog. Breathe. And now we set up the back leg, which is our right, and step the left foot forward to warrior two. Strong legs immediately. Inhale the torso up. And you can bring the legs up, or the arms up immediately as well. Inhale, get tall. Exhale, extend, squeeze the back. Inhale, reach up and forward, all the way to downward dog. Take a breath in. Exhale, set up your second side. Left foot turns out, right foot steps forward. Strong legs as you bring body up. Exhale, stay. Get extra tall. Squeeze your back. Inhale, up. Exhale, forward and down. Take a breath in downward dog. Travel your feet to the hands with a step or a big jump. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, release. Hips down, torso up for chair. Stand up Tadasana. One more time through, yogis. Start with an inhale. Exhale, chair. Add the arms. We have 3 breaths here. Power building. Put the breath in the belly, low in the belly, almost down to the pelvis for the last inhale. Exhale, fold. Half lift. High to low plank. Cobra on your inhale. Downward dog on your exhale. Set up your right foot, left foot forward. Warrior one, inhale up. Exhale, extend, squeeze your back. Inhale, reach forward. Exhale, downward dog. Second side, set up your left foot. Inhale, body up. Exhale, squeeze the shoulders. Inhale, stand up. And downward dog. Take an inhale in downward dog, preparing to travel. Step or hop, feet to hands. Half lift when you arrive. Exhale, lower, drop your tail. Sweep up to standing with or to chair with an inhale. And then press down to stand up. Breathe. Notice where you feel a lot of energy in your body. Sometimes for me it lives in the shoulders. And I have to tell myself to redirect the energy down to the legs, to the feet, to the pelvis. I want you to stay aware of the line of energy from the belly going down and from the belly going up. Sweep your arms up, half moon. Inhale, get tall, and you get tall by also pressing down. Move your hips to the left, torso to the right. Now here, and I'm tight in the shoulders generally, I start to feel tension in my shoulders. So I have to direct my rib cage down, shoulders down to create space here. Because the natural tendency is to pull with the arms rather than to anchor through the body. Take one more breath where you anchor down. Stay there for the exhale. Inhale, rise. Pause for a moment, soft shoulders. 2 lines of energy up and down. Breathe in. Hips right, torso left. Now notice if you begin to accumulate a bit of tension in the shoulders. The nature of this move kind of brings that energy up, but you purposefully redirect the energy down. Press into both big toes. Anchor down through the core for one more inhale and an exhale. Your inhale brings you up. pause, you can, options for the hands. Release your hands behind you to the pelvis. Keep your arms lifted for a challenge, or split the difference and just place the arms on the top of the head. That's kind of the happy medium. Inhale, lift up. And as you lift up, the hips move forward, and then the chest goes up toward the sky as you extend. Focus on the energy moving up and back. There's very little, almost no energy going down. One more inhale. Exhale, look forward. Forward fold. Breathe in. And breathe out, hinge. Your feet can be separated, hips width apart. Take an inhale, lengthen your spine again. Exhale, drape over the legs. You can take a yogi's grip. Peace fingers around big toes, elbows wide. Every inhale, encourage length through the spine. Every exhale, encourage softening through the body. Breathe mindfully. Making note when the mind drifts elsewhere and bringing your attention back. Last breath in, yogis. And a breath out, gently release your grip. Walk back to plank or forward to plank, whatever works for you. Vinyasa if you choose, high to low plank. Cobra, and we'll meet in downward dog. Take a breath in downward dog, enjoy the length through the spine, through the backs of the legs. And we'll go into warriors, opening up our pelvis. Right leg lifts and bend your knee immediately. Then stack your right hip over the left. Take a breath in. Exhale, step your right foot through. Warrior 2, spin the back heel down. And inhale the body up. Exhale when you arrive. Double check your alignment first time in Warrior 2. The right leg is laterally rotated, so the inner thigh rotating up. Front leg is laterally rotated. Front leg is medially rotated, so the inner thigh is rotating down. Knee points straight forward. Breathe in. And breathe out. Flip your front palm, reach to the sky. Exhale, stay. Take another inhale. Exhale back to Warrior 2. Side angle, reaching down. Opposite arm up. Another inhale. And an exhale. Inhale your body up to Warrior 2. You can reach to the sky one more time. Hands to your hips and turn your toes to face the long edge of your mat. So the right toe turns in. Breathe in. Breathe out, fold. I think the music got a little loud there for a moment, sorry. In your forward fold, we're going to do a little movement. Turn your right toe out, open up to the left. So you're opening away from the leg you just moved and close. Other side. Turn, bring the right toe back, turn the left toe out and open up to the right. So again, the torso moves away from the leg. Bring the left toe back. Back to the first side. Turn right toe out. Rotate the body away from the right leg toward the left and close. Again, second side. Left toe out. Rotate your body right. Back to center. Bend your knees and slowly unfurl your spine. Turn to your front leg, back to your runner's lunge. And we'll pause here for a moment. Right foot forward, left foot back. A long line of energy through the spine. Breathe in and breathe out. Rotate to your right, toward your front foot. Your legs are still strong here. You're pressing down. The spine is light and lengthening, and it's lengthening forward. Take a breath in. Vinyasa. High to low plank. This is optional. You can go from plank immediately to downward dog. Enjoy your breath. And we'll do our second side. Lift the left leg and bend the knee right away. Stack the left hip on the right. Breathe. Exhale, step your left foot through. Spin the back heel down and windmill up into your warrior two. Flip the front palm, or let's take a moment to check in with alignment. We can slow down here the first time through. So the leg has energy. It's not hanging out, it's rotating. Bottom side of the leg is rotating up or toward the outside. The back leg, you can even put your hand on that the back of your thigh and rotate the inner thigh up. So the knee points straight forward. Breathe in. And breathe out, lunge. Left arm to sky. Exhale, stay, take another breath in. Back to warrior two. Side angle, reaching down toward the ankle, up toward the sky with the opposite hand. Another breath in. And breath out. Inhale back to warrior two. Hands to the hips. Turn your toes to face the long edge of your mat once again. Breathe in. Breathe out, fold. If you enjoyed the movement we did on the first side, you're welcome to do a twist right, a twist left. Otherwise, you can sustain a forward fold and hold on to the ankles or the thighs. Breathe in and breathe out. Gently release your grip as you exhale. Hands to thighs. Inhale as you stand all the way up. Pivot back to your left leg, finding your runner's lunge. Then establish the strength through your legs and the length through your spine. Breathe in, breathe out, rotate left. One more inhale. Exhale, Vinyasa. High to low plank, we'll meet in downward dog. Breathe. Let's do that series one more time, adding on a little bit to the series. Right leg lifts. Inhale. Exhale, step it through. Ground your feet. Inhale, body up. Exhale when you arrive. Left arm to sky. Left arm to ankle. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale all the way up to warrior two extended. And pivot around, wide-legged forward fold. Breathe in. Breathe out, fold. Rotate right. Inhale. And close. Other side. And close. Come back up. Pivot around to the right, runner's lunge, ball of the back foot. Establish the line on an inhale, exhale, rotate. Take a breath here, and now we're coming to left side plank. You're welcome to lower your left knee, turn the foot out and do the variation we warmed up at the beginning, or plant the left hand, step your right foot back, and you're in your side plank. Lift the hips up. You could also do forearm plank. My wrist was a little tender this morning, so forearm plank feels better for me. Keep the hips lifting. You're breathing for one more inhale and exhale. Plank, dog, or vinyasa. We'll meet in downward dog. In downward dog, take a breath in. And a breath out. Let's do that sequence on our second side. Left leg lifts. Exhale, step it through. Inhale the body up. Exhale when you arrive. Left arm to sky. Left arm to ankle. Breathe into the shape. And change. Last time, reaching to the sky. Cartwheel to the floor. Pause, Pivot to your wide-legged forward fold. Aubrey's right there to keep me on track. We'll do the rotation if you choose, or you can hold the forward fold. Rotate left. Close. Rotate right. Close. Come back up, and now we're in that runner's lunge on the left side. Establish a line of energy, then rotate. Breathe in and breathe out. We're preparing for right side plank. You can lower the right knee down, move the foot out and extend left leg, or transition from one hand and foot directly to your side plank. Requires considerable core strength, whichever transition you do. Breathe. Remember, forearm plank variation is available. Last inhale and exhale. Move through Vinyasa or plank dog, yogi's choice. From downward dog, enjoy a breath in and a breath out, child's pose, wide knee version. Yogis, I have one more sequence to guide you through, and this is a kind of new one. It's a little outside of the yoga. It's yoga, but it's a weird one. So if you'd like to look and watch the first time, it might make it a little easier. We'll begin in a child's pose with the toes tucked. That's incorrect. We'll actually begin in a squat at the back of the mat, and then we'll teeter forward into the child's pose. From child's pose, you'll launch your right foot forward into a lunge. Feels like a panther-like move. From there, you tap your right hip down, almost like pigeon, and then come right back to the lunge. Then you lower elbows down. Ooh, dragon lunge, getting into the hip. You reach your right hand forward. Hello, iliopsoas. You take your right hand up and back, and you can stay on the forearm or lift off the forearm as you reach toward your back foot, and then you retrograde that movement reaching forward. You bring your torso up, find plank, and now we're retrograding that whole sequence, downward dog, child's pose, and then squat. That was the right side. Let's walk through the left side, and you can walk through on your own, or you can just watch. So we're in a squat. Your legs can be as wide as they need. And then you teeter forward into a long child's pose. So the toes are tucked in child's pose here. It's more like puppy dog. From there, you gather the strength of your abs and launch the core and left foot forward. Boom. I feel like a puma when I do it. Then you use your core to lift and tap the left hip down, just for a beat, and then you come back to the lunge. Lower to the elbows and reach your left hand way forward. Your back knee can be down, that's a yogi's choice. Lift up and circle your left arm back, maybe touch the leg, and then come forward once again. Torso up, plank, long child's pose, squat. So this feels pounce-like, it feels animalistic, and I encourage that sort of plyometric power move. Here we go, from your squat, long child's pose. Gather strength, pounce, right foot forward. Tap right hip down. Back to the lunge. Elbows down. Right hand forward. Right hand back. Right hand forward. Back to the lunge. Chest up. Plank. Child's pose. Squat. Second side. Long child's pose. Pounce. Left foot forward. Tap your left hip down. Back up. Elbows down. Left hand forward. Left hand back. Left hand forward. Long plank. Long child's pose. And squat. From here, let's go into downward dog, and we'll take a little longer time in pigeon. From downward dog, lift the right leg, stack the pelvis, and sweep your right foot forward for pigeon. Back knee comes down. Any props you need, if you have a pillow or anything for the pelvis, I highly recommend it. My hips are tight from biking. Draw energy up the front of the pelvis, down the back of the pelvis. You can stay in lifted pigeon, or as you like, you can recline. If I were there in space, I would come around and offer an adjustment on your front leg. You can do that self-adjustment by just sliding the skin outward, creating space in the hip. On your next inhale, bring your body up. Roll to your right hip. And I've adjusted to face the front so you can see me. The right leg is bent. That was the leg that was in front in pigeon. And the left leg is extended out to the side. That was the back leg. Sit up on your sitting bones. Take the right arm up and over for a side body stretch. Keep your hip anchored as you breathe into the side. So the same principle of energizing down while you're reaching out applies. Inhale, bring your body back up. Do a little walk with your right hip forward. So your hips and shoulders are square to the extended leg. Breathe in and breathe out forward. Anytime you forward fold, you can lengthen your spine and refold to find a little more length. Inhale your body up. Take the extended leg, cross it over the bent leg. So left is over right. Sit up tall and rotate toward your top leg. Every inhale, get a little taller, especially through the upper back. Think of the crown of the head like you're on a Christmas tree ornament hanging. Unwind. Take a moment in double pigeon, and there's a few ways to express this pose. You can stack knee over shin, and you might need a block there. You can stack knee over knee, something closer to shoelace. Whatever variation you have with your legs, you can also take variation for your arms. They can reach to the side and you can lean forward. If you've taken Gomukhasana legs, you can do Gomukhasana arms as well. So we're here for 3 or 4 breaths, sitting up tall or lengthening your spine forward. A fun transition out if you choose, yogis. You can cross your legs, you can do Padmasana and float, or just roll over your legs, plank to dog, we'll find downward dog. If you're feeling extra swingy, you can do that Lolasana float. From downward dog, let's take our pigeon and seated series on the second side. Lift the left leg. Stack the pelvis. As you're ready, sweep the left foot through, pigeon. And take a moment in the setup, finding a block as needed for the pelvis, adjusting the flesh of your front leg, just letting it rotate out to the side. And then if you choose, take your body forward and breathe. Notice where your mind goes, yogis. When you can, bring your attention back to your breath. Slowly bring your torso up, yogis. Take your time. We've summited the mountain. We've went through the rigorous pinnacle, and now we're on the leeward side. The left knee is bent, the right leg is extended. You're sitting equally, left arm up and over. Notice if there's a lot of energy in your shoulder in the reach. Can there be as much energy in your pelvis in the grounding? Inhale your body back up. A little walk forward with your left hip, so your hips and shoulders are now square to the right leg, extended. Breathe in and breathe out forward. Any inhale you can find length, any exhale you can fold. Inhale your body up. Take the extended leg, cross it over the bent leg. And then re-anchor your right hip. My hip always comes unglued and I have to reattach it. Breathe in and breathe out, rotate. Think of that ornament image that your body was hanging from the crown of your head. And there's no effort. You can press energy up, but you could imagine being held from the crown of the head. As you exhale, unwind, double stack your legs. Options here, you can stack knee to shin, you can stack knee to knee. Once you've chosen the option for the legs, you can choose options for your arms, reaching forward, or whichever leg is on top, that arm goes behind the head. One more inhale. And exhale, gently release. Release your legs from the cross, Baddha Konasana. And there are a few variations for Baddha Konasana. You can have a lot of space between your pelvis and your heels. This is really restorative for the back. If you're wanting to focus more on the pelvis, bring your feet a little closer. And when I bring my feet closer, my hips are tight, again from biking, so I need a block. You might also need a block. Take an inhale, exhale, hinge forward. Inhale your body up. Gently fold your legs together. And we'll do a seated forward fold, Paschimottanasana, sit up tall. Inhale. Exhale, fold over the legs. The knees can stay bent here. And yeah, I prefer this one without a block. On your next inhale, bring your body up and recline your body. When you're on your back, place the feet on the floor with knees up toward the sky. Pause for a moment and allow your body to become heavy. Bring your knees into your chest, one hand on each knee. You can rock side to side if that feels good, or forward and back. Keep the right knee, extend the left leg long. Heel rests on the floor for single leg stretch. Release your right foot to the floor so the right knee is pointed up to the sky. Use your right foot to lift the hips. Slide them to the right and drape the knee across the body. You've just set up a little twist for the low back. Moving the hips to the side at the beginning sets up your spine, so the twist might feel a little better. Find your breath. As you exhale, return to your back. Square your body and hug both knees. Keep your left knee, extend the right heel on the floor. Gently release your left foot to the floor. Use the left foot to guide the hips to the left. Drape the knee across the body. Gently unwind. Find your back. Double knee hug. Place your feet on the floor. Shoulder bridge. Hands press down, hips lift, and you're welcome to interlace your hands behind your back here. The energy of your knees is reaching forward. Energy of your shoulders is pressing down. One more breath in. And a breath out, gently release. A couple options for the next pose. You can extend your legs, we're going into fish pose, Matsyendrasana. You can extend your legs long or open your knees out like a butterfly. Also options for your arms. You can place your hands palms down under your pelvis or press down into your elbows with the fists up toward the sky. Using the strong elbows on the floor, arch your back. So you're balancing on your tail and your crown with the spine extended. Your back is very strong, heart is bursting up toward the sky. Another breath in. Tuck your chin and gently release. Hug the knees. One last time. Happy baby. Reach between your knees for the feet. And you can keep your feet together or open the feet out with the knees toward the shoulders. You have 2 minutes here, yogis, to explore any pose that feels good for you. While you're exploring, breathe. Let the breath continue to come in and out rhythmically. Or just notice the rhythm of your breath, and maybe it's a little choppy or irregular, and you can begin to re-regulate your breath rhythm. If you were doing something that was asymmetrical, give yourself 5 or 6 breaths on your second side. And as you're ready, make your way into Shavasana, legs extending on the floor. And I'll guide you through a short meditation today. As you prepare for meditation, take a breath in and a breath out. Inhale again. As you exhale, allow the body to become heavier on the floor. Inhale. Begin to notice more acutely the movement of your lungs. And as you dwell here with your attention on the breath, as you dwell here with the attention on your breath, breathe in and out. Find the rhythm of your breath. Notice the moments when your mind drifts away from the breath rhythm. Notice the physical body from your feet to the knees, to the pelvis, to the ribs, to the shoulders, to the spine, and to your head. Allowing for a sense of heaviness in the body, but a heaviness that reflects the ability to turn off effort, to relax the body as needed. And while you have heaviness in the body, you might notice lightness or clearness in the mind. And by no means does that mean we're empty of thought. It means our mind is clear for thought as needed. And then between those layers of body and mind, enmeshed within is the spirit. Just take a moment to notice that thing within you that is your spiritual connection, and that's different for all of us. And notice the vibrancy of that spiritual connection for you right now. Those parts of ourself, mind, body, and spirit, come together in our practice, and I invite you to carry them with you, noticing when they're connected, noticing when they disconnect throughout the day. The breath is always our point of focus to reunite. Stay with the breath here, and you can stay in Shavasana or gently roll to the right side. Press up to a seated position. When you're ready, your hands can meet at the heart center. I'll offer a mantra to close your practice, and I invite you to join me for an Om. Swasti prajabhya paripalyantam nayena margena mahi mahisha go brahmanibhya shivamasta nityam loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. One Om. The light in me honors the light in you. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining today on this inaugural noon class. I was grateful to have you today. And it was really lovely to share the practice with those who wanted to open up the cameras. So I invite you to do that with my class as we move forward. And I absolutely want to keep that choice yours, but I love sharing and offering feedback based on what I see. So let us know how else we can improve your live stream experience and share this with everyone else so we can keep our community going while we're moving in and out of quarantine. Take care, yogis. We'll see you soon. Namaste. Hey.
You and I
had weird snafus with the music, but that was me. That was just me. I have no idea what was going on. I'm playing with different setups, and it's